Hey, traders. Good to see y'all today. And just another day, just another stream, just another look at Bitcoin. Start the show like we do as we go across the markets. We start here normally. And have you broken the critical resistance yet? Nope. Same price we were 24 hours ago. Just hanging out at a key level that could take us to glory. If you break this level convincingly, your target is $52,000. Simple. Very simple. If you don't, you'll be testing 40,600 to 42K. And if you can't hold that, well, you'll probably be going down to 33K again. So it's just all a matter of, can market participants, can they break the resistance? But that's also like, is there enough demand and or not enough supply? It is unseen. We don't know yet. Don't know till it breaks. So all we can do, is just talk about the critical levels. You're at one. You've been at one. You were at one February 8th, February 10th, February 15th, and you kind of created it January 13th. All right. So it's just kind of, if you take away the inflection points from history, it's just a range between 34.5 and 44.4, right? So you kind of see it, the orange horizontal lines right there. Good news, I guess, is there's technically zero bearish divergence, only bullish convergence. Resetting that oscillator, getting out of overbought territory finally today on the 4 hour, sitting now at, well, you got as low as 67.6, which is great. So reset, and my God, you're just so close. So close. Go to the daily. The daily, just a nice indecision candle. I dig those. I'm good with an indecision candle. Bitcoin on the daily RSI still above 60. That's good. Hopefully it can do something different than it did last time when it got above 60 twice. Failed. Oh, right. But, last time you had only reacted. You had not reversed. Reaction low, reversal low. Type 1, type 2. So I think this time it is different. It really is. And you see, like, it's just... I know you're at a local critical midterm reversal resistance. But if you look at the daily, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think that you being above 40,665 is everything. And being above that, I'm bullish. I am bullish on Bitcoin above 42K. I'm not bullish below it based on the implications of what happens below it historically. So we're good, man. I think everything's fine right now. You're just cooling off today. I mean, you shot up 15% in one day, right? Yeah. So it takes a minute for the dust to settle before we climb higher. But again, remember what we know about these Bitcoin runs. When the bottom actually is in, you do not have much time before Bitcoin marks up over 50% in value. Right? It's like normally the bottom gets put in and then 3 weeks later you're up 60 to 80%. At least since, December of 2020, right? That stuff happens. You break out, boom, straight up. But I guess you could say bottom got put in December 10th. There was an edge too, hidden divergence. It was great back here. But bottom gets put in officially January 28th, massive markup. Bottom gets put in July, massive markup. Bottom gets put in September, massive markup. Bottom gets put in February, massive markup. Hasn't happened yet because it's just like we're just now getting that confirmation, recently. So good stuff there. That's it, man. I wish. Look, dude. If some days is like this. Some days is like, yeah, I'm here every day. Consistent, I guess, or persistent, and then Bitcoin doesn't move. So there's not much more I can do but reiterate the analysis that's been the case, right? So we're at Ethereum now on the daily. looking fine, man. You know, above that 2,900 area, I think it's really important. $3,000, testing it. Everything looks fine on the daily. Everything looks great. Like you're set up. You're set up for higher prices. You're confirming a bottom. You're attempting to confirm a bottom, and now it just takes some movement from Bitcoin, getting above that little local high, and this will be off to the races too. And I'm thinking a target on Ethereum minimum in time is like 39.70. If this is a true massive confirmed bottom, the new wave structure, the new wave begins, and it takes you to much higher prices. I would just say that September 4th high minimum, but probably 4,200, 41.79 this high from May 10th. Just remember, on the weekly on Bitcoin and Ethereum, all that's happened is your most two recent discernible events on the weekly, highest high ever, and then after that was your highest low, literally ever. So you can't, when you're putting in your highest high and your highest low on a weekly time scale, you can't be like, oh, it's a bearish trend. I mean, on the long term, right? We've been talking about long term, mid term, short term. Long term, it's not been in jeopardy. Like the long term uptrend, until you fall below July's low, you're in a long term uptrend. And then midterm, we knew we were in a downtrend, and we're fighting to reverse the midterm downtrend. And short term, you're in an uptrend right now. So yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying, like when you get to these 886s and these long-term uptrends, that's full reset, and that's a lot of times where massive reversals can happen. But my God, if you give me a type 2 return or a second low, my God, that's even stronger of an argument. So at the same time, you just can't be too surprised if Bitcoin ever did go to 42K to back test it just to confirm its validity.
Donnie tipped $23.45. Double bottom on Hex. Looks like most other assets of him, I mean altcoins. I mean, is it USA, corn, clinking beer mugs?
What's up, Donnie? Thanks for the 23.45. I don't know, Hex looks terrible today, and I'm really getting worried about it because it's not good. We'll look at it. I actually did briefly see it today, scanning, and yeah, it's just not good. And it's staring into the abyss now. Well, it's about to be, and that's never a good sign. So yeah, I think you did. Here's something that's kind of interesting, man. Okay, just hear me out. You do have, like, I think it's kind of just, it's real, but it could break upwards. Okay, hear me out on Ethereum. Just, it's really hard to say it's not here. I mean, it's just the anchoring is so nice. The respect has been good. I mean, it's like a rising wedge. I mean, it's like a rising wedge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. Yeah, I mean, it is a rising wedge. But, you know, rising wedges can break down, but they can also break up. And you can have a respective measure move to the upside and downside, depending on which way it breaks. So, you know, you're in a downtrend, like a midterm downtrend, very real. Like, right, the highs, the lower highs, lower highs, lower highs again, and another bearish pattern develops. I mean, that does make you, like, look a little cross-eyed at this asset. And it's at a resistance. So it's just like interesting. So you start rolling over here, this could be just another lower high and a sell off again. But here's like why it's interesting is like it's creating the rising wedge, but it made a higher low than previous low and then higher lows before it too. So and the good news is Bitcoin isn't showing anything like this right now. But yeah, it is there, and there is 4-hour bearish divergence, right? Like right here. I mean, there is, it's there, right there. There's a rising wedge and midterm downtrend with bearish divergence on the MACD histogram. But we'll see what happens. Interesting. Okay, let's just look at total real quick, knock it out. It didn't do anything. It's just,
I like turtles.
It's just an excuse to play the sound clip. And, you know, where are you? You're still, you know, it seems to be in the downtrend still, but you're above critical areas. You're trying to confirm your bottom, just like Ethereum and Bitcoin. So that's really good. And being above 1.78 trillion, you got to be at least a little bit optimistic to think that it's very possible we could see 2.2 to 2.3 trillion dollars eventually, right? Just based on historical price action between those two levels, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then why not up? Probably will be up. But the one low no one knows, second low everyone knows. Okay, so let's go to the next one, BNB. Just hanging out today. Actually up a little bit, but here's the thing that's so good about BNB. All right, I mean, really, this thing broke out yesterday. It broke the supply line. It's been supply line since November. It's out now, like confirmed, and you're soon approaching 429. 429 is going to be like Bitcoin's $444 area. If you break that, $500. Just like if Bitcoin breaks 44K, then it goes to 52K. Okay, well, you go to $500 on BNB. So really, really nice to see this. And this looks like it's flagging on 4 hours. It's like a high and tight flag, and this is great. I mean, everything, all the makings of varsity athlete for potential reversal. But now you feel more confident with that engulfing candle a couple days ago. So we got to break out, man. We got to break out, and as Mr. Cheezel might say, good things are coming. Good things are coming. Also, all these variables, good for new beginnings. It's a wonderful dandelion tea, or dandelion blend, whatever he says. Okay. So BNB, and then I don't even know who's number 4 anymore because it keeps changing every day. So hold on. Oh, it's XRP today. Yeah, every other dude. I'm telling you, look at this. It's like you're the battle, man. You got the battle between the XRP and the Lunas, and why not even Sol? You know, 32 billion, 34 billion, 37 billion, pretty much, right? I mean, it's just if Luna goes up 2%, it jumps XRP and vice versa. So we will go to XRP and then we will go to Luna after. How about that? XRP looking like a snack still. I mean, this is all beautiful. Everything has developed except the massive impulse up. Okay? I mean, I know, I get it. It can fail. Bitcoin can dump at this resistance, and there's no hope for mankind left. But I'm telling you, this is based on the structures that have developed and matured, and the pivots, and the oscillator on the daily. The next thing that happens if technical analysis is respected is this type of move. $1 minimum, but probably going to the 130s. Holding support, springing, back testing the spring. The divergence on the back test of spring, higher low, accumulation. Bullish engulfing candle a couple days ago. The stage is set. You know, again, it may fail because everything's about probabilities and nothing's certain, but based on history, when assets do this, right around after this point is when number go up. So nice to see a large market cap coin poised for more upside. That's it. Now we go to Luna. We have the sirens in Kiev. It is 1:21 a.m. in Kiev right now, as they prepare, you know, for the incursion of Russian troops. Sorry. Stay safe out there. Highly doubt anyone's watching from Ukraine right now. Thoughts and prayers there for them. All right, so XRP and Luna. Luna's, right on schedule to see all-time highs, while Bitcoin looks good. 120 is your target once you break all-time highs. That's it, 120. First target 100, second target 120. Nothing more to talk about. This thing like bottomed out, held the 200 moving average, and even formed a 4-hour Gartley too. It was crazy, man. It looked like it was topping out, lower high, and then pivoted right there at the 786, right above that support, and then started rallying. That was it. Gartley on Gartley action. I'm surprised you can even hear. I'm sorry. Let's just mute it. God. That means like maybe the music's too loud too. Like, good God, dude. If that's too loud, music's too loud. Okay, so those are your big 4 market cap coins. All right, so let's move on to, because we're going across the markets, right? Yep. And then we'll come to the requests when we get through across the markets. I think a really interesting candle happened today. It was scary yesterday, but we said, hey, it's that sucky price action, but it was technically a back test. You back tested, right? The zone that was once support is acting as support again, and then a nice rally today. And then, with that, it was really close to a breakout, a supply line breakout. I don't know if we're quite there. You're right at it. So I still just like, the bullish divergence though, right? That we had identified is it's gone positive, right? You're showing positive momentum again for the first time since the 16th of February. So if the TA is respected here and the divergence plays out, then you will continue that breakout, and you might very well run to $4,500 to go test the high from September last year again. And that's when you begin the X, the A, the B, the C, and the C to D wave. C to D wave could already be in its development, or it's already started. The oscillators kind of tell us, that's very possible. So TA is respected on divergence this strong, then yeah, you break out, you probably run to 4,500. But we'll see. Dow Jones was looking real scary yesterday, but it survived, man. I mean, yesterday you were at one point 33,119, which is like, oh my God, you're breaking the support. But it closed back above that area, and now you just had a nice day today where 33,891 was the daily close, and so you're back above kind of like the zone of support. I can't believe it, and I guess you can, right? It held. It's got to be scary, freak people out long enough. But look, your lower low, and your higher levels, and that is the daily oscillators are implying a reversal to the upside next, impending price action reversal next. So if the TA is respected, or the oscillators implying the reversal, if that's respected, up next, not down, to where you probably run up to 35K to go test that high from May 7th. No idea after that. You could just put in another lower effing high. Yikes. You don't want that. So there's your Dow Jones. Wow, survived 1.79% up on the day. It's almost $600. Cool, survived. The NASDAQ Composite, bullish divergence, is still trying to play out. You had your highest daily candle close today since February 16th. Nice. Still well below that resistance that you need to get back above. That's probably where this divergence is going to take it, to 14,171. Maybe you break it, and then that's what we talk about. It's like a dragon. It's like some sort of dragon pattern, and I'm sure there's a supply line from the head here to the hump. There you go. You haven't even broken the dragon's spine yet, which would be the supply line. If you do that, then again, like your target's going to be the 618, 786s from the highs to lows. So, not out of the woods, but a decent day. Go.
Please block me. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, Fong, thank you, dude. We'll look at BL. Okay, yeah, which is terrible. God, what a loser, man. All it does is dumb, dude.
Hey Mitch. Me watch long time. Me see world. Me like dollar Naka discount prices, low risk area. Thoughts?
Thanks. Me thank you.
Dollar Dwac, killing is my business. And business is good, major pain.
I'm gonna make you boys strong. Thank you, Tommy, for the 20. We'll look at DWAC. Thanks, dude. Great movie. Love it. Watched it a million times growing up. But yeah, when me president, they see authority. Thanks for the blitzkrieg of super chats right there. It's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Thank y'all. Great candle today. The Russell 2000 bullish engulfing candle confirmed. And that bullish divergence is really, hey, yesterday wasn't a good day, but today, no problem, man. You're going to have down days. It's a daily chart, right? So everything's proceeding well on a potential confirmed bottom. And you will soon be testing that 2070, 2087 zone of inflection. You break that, I think you got a nice ride up to, you know, maybe see 2277 again. But we'll see. You're not out of the woods. You're below critical areas. You need to be above. So more work to be done. But good day, great day today for the Russell 2000, up 2.51%. Great, very good. Reciprocal ABCD pattern completion zone, type 1, type 2. So that means that it's confirmed the bottom's in. You would probably get a bigger wave up. But we'll see. You got to break resistance first. Okay. Let's go to. Let's shift. We look at the index funds. Now we go to golds that had a great day, but you know ended up pulling back. You know it was good, and then you know just sideways, and there's no bearish divergence on the daily. Nothing implies that buyers are exhausted here. You may get a pullback, but it's probably going to be mild, shallow, and you're probably going to pivot and you're going to run again. And once you break 1963. You're going to 2074. Once you break 2074, you're probably going to $2,200 to $2,500, which, yeah, that is not weird at all. And it's just like, we saw the composite operator reaccumulating his position for a very long time. But now it makes sense. Now it's like, war. You know, oh, okay. Russia sanctioned. They're hoarding gold. Okay, now it makes sense. Perfect. It's almost like, you know, Ford with the monthly bullish Gartley that was the size of a decade large bullish Gartley on Ford. That was like, how does this thing play out? Oh, electric vehicles. Gotcha. I think maybe the same thing with Nokia. How does Nokia's big harmonic play out? How does it start to? 5G? Oh, okay. The narrative. Some of these, you know, just all of it, the accumulation or patterns and stuff. Okay, anyway. So gold, much higher prices. It had a good day, and whatever. It's not really at a good entry area right now after such a run. The run was like, the entry of the trade setup was like 1810, 1812 or something. It was like literally after you spent a few days just testing again the support in the hidden bullish divergence. Combined with that, that was the signal. Like, oh, buyers are exhausted on the same low, confirming the critical areas from 2011 and 12 as support. That's it. That's the signal to long. So it's not done. It's just, you know, how can you ask me like, should I buy now? It's like you had a chance, and it was literally, you know, the beginning of February. So, okay. Silver, you know, it's a hanging man type of day. Going sideways, I think it's just like, again, I mean, I think $23 probably was your safest area to long, your lowest risk. And you've run up from there, and you'll probably keep running, but you're going to have up days, down days, and this big wave that's eventually going to probably take you, I think, to $28 to $30. It's just going to be, I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't know like how deep the retrace is going to be after it tops out whenever it does here, but it'll probably just make a higher low and run again and make higher highs. That's it. That's the silver, and it looks actually, you know, very similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right? Think about Bitcoin's big markup, and then 60K, right? 69K, whatever, and then the drawdown, and then this is like 30K, And then you're close to it. You're at 33K. It's even better than silver, actually. It is better because like Bitcoin never put in. See, silver put in an actual lower low September 2021 than it did September 28th. So I mean, I would say the Bitcoin's argument's actually better than silver's, even though they're both near or at. They were near or at the bottom of a big range. Bitcoin's between 30K and 60K or 69K now, I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. They're similar, but Bitcoin's actually technically better because of higher lows from the previous major lows of the range. Platinum, there we go. I mean, it's like we talk about the setup, trade setup entry areas. This is as low risk as it gets, really. If you want to trade a confirmed breakout, 2 different breakouts. You're confirming it right now. I mean, platinum, still kind of lower risk, actually. 1,075. It's going to take a while, but I think the target's 1,337. But who knows how high it could get with these geopolitical events going on, right, on daily. So platinum still really strong, has broken out, has back tested both breakouts as support, and is holding us back above them. That's crazy good, crazy bullish. Platinum. Okay, so we can didn't really have time to been out today, but my god, dude, if you just want to see some psycho stuff, psycho behavior, look no further than wheat futures. Wheat futures is more psycho than oil. It is. It's like crazier than oil, man. Oh, he's not visible on the freaking daily, dude. God, such a good pattern that is visible there. Ah. So, oh yeah, man, the pattern, measure, move. How about you go on working on tripling it? I mean, this is just insane, dude. Wheat melting up like crazy. It is at its highest point right now since March of 2008. We'll be saying that for a while, or maybe not. All right, we're in 2008. Wheat got as high as 1,350. You're currently at 1,059. But just give it a couple of days, right? Absolutely insane. You gotta love it, man. It's doing kind of what Hex was doing in its nice run up, right? It just kept presenting bullish patterns, right? You could just all day, man, identify these things, you know, and oh look, dude, it's a Gartley Bartley. It's a freaking literal Gartley, dude. Like what? I mean, Gartley, bearish shark turns into textbook bullish 5-0, and then you rally off of that. Then you sell off, and then the inverse head and shoulders. And then there was another inverse head and shoulders down here. It was actually a spring back test spring that happened right here. It's too many good things, man. Like, it just respects wheat futures. You know, this will end at some point, and this will crash really, really bad. But like commodities markets, Forex markets respect the TA so well. So just have your alert set up, I guess, on wheat futures for just whatever insanity. You hear it and say, that's crazy. So we can look at corn futures that did hit today, intraday, its highest price since December of 2012. Corn and wheat on your way to the 113. See you soon. Coffee futures actually topping out. I mean, drawing down some. It's just made its highest high of the run, and it hasn't made a lower low yet, but definitely somewhat of a little bit more significant pullback. We'll see what happens. You could always think anytime an asset runs like that, a more significant pullback could happen. Maybe you come back down to 219 to test that level as support. Orange juice had a really nice day today. Look at orange juice, chat. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. More accumulation above the 200-day simple moving average. Hidden bullish divergence developed. Wow. This thing is about to go nuts again. At least we know where it's probably going. At least we know where orange juice futures going. And before orange juice moon boy shows up, I would say 168.15 is definitely a level. I mean, it's like not your major one, but it's one from like 2014. Look at this. 2017, 2018. You could be going to that next, and then if you break that, then it is the 191 to 200, the major highs up here. So crazy, man. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna say for orange juice. Orange juice, baby. All right, let's move on. So you got live cattle futures pulling back some good. All right, it might be a good day to go to your favorite restaurant to get your steak on a pullback, Cabba. But yeah, just absolutely obscene rally and trend, and just above all levels. All right, I mean, until you fall below 130, it's safe, I guess you could say. It's trend safe. Beautiful. And I could plot probably an incredible looking channel here. Maybe I should do that now. Supply line broken. I don't know, because it's just like, okay, it's a cool trend and all, but it's like, this is greater context. I think you're just going for an 886 eventually to the 16. The 886 is $161, so probably in time. Cotton futures, hey, getting a little pullback. Get your underwear while you can. Just kidding. This bearish and golden candle happened. Occurred today, but still just obscenely bullish so far. Which way can we do this? It'll leg up. My God, what a demand line. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Pretty wild little channel rally going. Soybean futures back testing a breakout as support. Pull back today. Sugar futures, there it is, man. What a fake out, too. Good God. It looked like it was bottoming out, then it started dumping, and then it built a gap down and filled the gap. And now it's breaking the supply line. Now it's trying to break back above critical areas. My God, sugar back in season. Okay, if this is a real breakout, dragon breakout, and it's a Chernobyl dragon with 3 legs. If this is real breakout, then $20 is next again. So you just think about it. Market participants tried so hard to keep the price down, and they failed for a third freaking time, man. 3 times. Yeah, you can't. They're relenting. The sellers are relenting now. Too much demand. But yeah, you're right at that 200-day moving average. You got to get above that too. Oh, copper futures. Where are we today? Copper futures getting back above what? The 2011 all-time high. That happened today. Again. Exceptional. So much accumulation, man, right? It's just too many higher lows. It reminds you of gold a little bit. I don't know where my
./USDT. 1D Class A bullish
look at this on the
divergence
weekly,
on
man.
the MACD. Supply line breaking out from the wick on December 27th. Fibbing from Jan 11, 2021 to 80H, and we are at the 0.786 area confluent with major support area 0.000454446 BTC.
Anonymous, thanks for the $20 for the Bitcoin. We will look at that once we get done across the markets. We'll get to all of these requests. But you know how we do it, man. It's like things happening. I mean, like maybe if you didn't watch the stream, you may have no idea what copper's doing, right? Or what orange juice is doing today. Now you know, and it's like, hey, that's just a little bit more value to your life. I don't know, right? So we're just going across here. So great potential, massive breakout going on, at least historical breakout. Even though, yeah, you have your local structure. I'll just add an alert. I'm going to add an alert on that line. If I hear the test happening, I'm going to know about it. Very good on copper. This thing's nuts, dude, right? Platinum futures. It's the dragon. It's certainly the dragon, but it's the M shape. You can clearly see it just like on my other chart. This is futures. Lumber's going again. No way, dude. Is lumber about to go for the 886 here? God, dude. It's got to be at this point, right? I think it's too shallow here for any. Yeah, that's too shallow, but 886. That's lumber's probably headed. If this is the case, if this is what's happening, you're probably going to $1,600. Yep. almost an alternate bat pattern. Still too shallow though, by about 8%. Not overbought anymore, dude. This is like bearish divergence on fiat currency. Wow, right? Bearish divergence. Well, I'm looking at all these things, right? All these commodities, man, just doing this, just like sitting in cash is killing you. But it's like, I get it, man. Like, who's not like a little like sketched out by everything going on in this world right now? It's just a conundrum, man. They're throwing all this bad news, all these bad things at us constantly, incessantly. Okay, so just let's just move on now. Let's look at the DXY and oil. I forgot to look at it. I don't know why I'm not looking at oils in the friggin' thumbnail. Here's your oil, chat. Just melt up. That's the word for it. I melt up, where it's just run into, and it's really at resistance right now. I mean, it's just kind of like one high and then the next high right there, and that's it. It's a little zone clearly respected between 110 and 114, and that's it. That's where you are. So you no idea if it's gonna break, but we know it could reverse here based on history, and it's just your highest prices you saw today, technically since April of 2011 at its height. This is the weekly too. All right. Here's your DXY. Oh, is it finally gonna hit? Oh, it did it. Oh my God, it hit the measure move last week and this week. And it's so bullish. My God, 200-week moving average being regarded as support. Just pathetic selling pressure. And this thing about to break $97. You break 97, you probably go to 99 to 100. Yeah, I mean, this is a big resistance here. I mean, this is going back to 1991 and 1993. I mean, breaking that, yeah, again, like some just, I think you're looking at the weekly, it's probably, the weekly close was here. I think I did it on the daily. Yeah, it's probably like $100 is your next target on the DXY. And how did it all start, man? How unbelievable. Do you see this chart, right? Please tell me you see this on the weekly. And then just burn it in your mind. The shark, the literal shark, the 88% retrace, the bottom, the 1 time, 2 times, divergence. And then you got a Bitcoin. It's the shark. It's the shark. It's the type 1, it's the type 2, it's the 886. It's not classic divergence, but it's hidden divergence. Anyone like surprised why it's like, oh, the bottom could be in? Because it's just doing the things that are done everywhere across all markets for 100 years plus, right? All right, so I guess we can go to requests now. We're across the markets, man. All right, you saw index funds, you saw cryptos, you saw commodities, currencies now. First request was actually from Smitty. He tipped 6 hours ago. He wanted to look at 3M. We're going to look at it. Oh, yeah. Before we get into it, sorry. Had a few new patrons join, so shout out to Brandon R. Go the NYs. Welcome back. And Branson S. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to stay with the Patreon, the Discord. You got to do that. It is the 2nd of the month, so it's the second best day to join the Patreon, where you get trade setups, education, and access to a premium Discord of traders that are always looking for opportunity and very helpful. Everyone's looking to help each other, right? So just ask the other patrons, right? There are a lot of them. So the Patreon link is posted above. Here it is, spamming it. It's the single-handedly the best way to support what I do too. So that's actually the #1 thing. Though you get value, you're also supporting this right here. Okay, thanks. So now we go to 3M for Smitty Man. Yikes. Not good, man. Wow. Let's go over a full reset by the looks of it. What I'm gonna do is just look at the weekly again. And yeah, we are like at this, it's a zone, man. It's just like a big inflection zone where you've had peaks and valleys around here. Even recently too. Right there. You see it? It's 132, 139. You just hit the top of it. I would not consider that I mean, you know, is that a bullish hammer? It doesn't look like it with the price action. You're getting 1 day, 22 hours till that's like pretty much invalidated. I don't see an edge on the daily. Negative momentum is building. You're severely oversold, still at 24.7. I don't see enough really yet. Low to high, you're starting to get there. You haven't even hit a 78% retrace yet, so I would wait till 132, 135 on this. It doesn't really look good, you know, and all it's doing. This is nasty. You know, I stopped kind of looking at this one, but you know, look what really happened. I'm looking back now on the weekly in hindsight, of course, but is it really hindsight when every time look at where did it revert? Chat, can someone tell me where this asset reversed in its downtrend? Somebody tell me. This scope, okay, well, classic M shape. It's not, okay, fine, it's not a shark. It's just a classic M shape. 886 reversal. That's the most important thing. It's the structure. It's the waves. And then it's the 886. That's really important. So, really nice drawdown. But is there any structural development going on right now? No, none. Zero. It's still in the midst of maybe drawing down. We don't know if it's over yet. But it has finally got to another support, right? From history. It's the 886. Okay. Beautiful. So, what was the question, Smitty? What's any edges for a long? No, I don't. That was the question. No, absolutely. Daily bearish convergence. Nothing. Now it could rally, but that doesn't mean it's like a good edge. There's nothing here. Besides, it's just gross. Okay, Hex was next, and not good. Is the rug pull finally here? Guys, getting close. Okay. So here's just your linear scale. To me, it's I don't like it anymore. I remember I used to think it was okay, and then it's new data is not making me feel great about it. Yeah, it'll be testing 11.8 cents soon. It already did a couple days ago, a few days ago. And once that breaks, bye. I don't really like this right now. I would. You know, I don't want to get disowned by anyone, you know, just because I'm trying to be like impartial here, but I mean, this is what we're talking about, man. Like 1272 minimum, but then could go to 1618 if the support breaks. No, it can't because that's $0. So that can't happen, but we'll just go with a 1272 would be your target if you break support here, which is at 5.4 cents. Yep. You're out of support. You're in a lot of trouble if you break the support. And then a full reset, right? I mean, you could be going for a full reset like everything else because it's not special. It's the same. I mean, it's like it was, but now it's doing the same thing where it's in a correction. It's near 786, and if it doesn't hold that 786, Then it goes to the 886, which the 886, the major 886, from low to high, is confluent with a 1272. X marks the spot around 6 cents. Yeah, you're trying to show divergence of some sort, but there's no bids. No one's buying it. The negative momentum's just building again. It's awful. And you're not oversold anymore. You're in the bearish control zone, though. You're at 32. It just doesn't really look good anymore. We'll hopefully hold support. You know, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but yeah. You're in... starting to get to pretty dangerous here. Critical areas. It doesn't look anything like a lot of cryptos that look amazing right now, like stupidly good, like textbook bullish good, and this one's not textbook bullish good anymore. It had a chance, and there was no demand, and so the selling continued. And you had violation of a bullish Gartley. You don't violate Gartleys, man, and then just start only dump when Bitcoin was up 15% 2 days ago. Hex did nothing. Nothing but rolled over. That is not bullish price action at all, dude. Also, look at the heart liners. 1 and 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Look at the heart line. It was support, it was resistance, resistance, support, support, and support again. Heart line's very well respected here. You break that heart line, whew, you know, not really a good thing. Bad things may not happen. Or bad things may happen if you break this heart line. If you break horizontal line support at the same time, dude, yeah, not great at all. But, you know, see, that's the thing, though. Like, anyone who watches and like their eyes gloss over and they get upset or something about my outlook on Hex currently, if they're mad about it, they're certainly not impartial. They're like emotionally invested in this thing, and they're mad about it, right? That's the reason why they're mad, because no one complained when all that happened was higher highs, higher lows, bullish patterns respecting the TA, outperforming the new bullish patterns respecting the TA. I mean, no one was crying about it then, but I guarantee you now, if like Hex doesn't look good right now, and the people that were praising me on the way up will probably curse me now, be like, oh, I screw this guy, and they're gonna be sharing tweets about this. No, they're only gonna be sharing tweets when it looks bullish. They're not gonna be sharing tweets when it looks bad, actually, technically. And I told you on the way up, the moment this starts not looking good, I'm going to be the first one to talk about it not looking good, like not being good or bullish. And we're about to put it all to the test. You love me here, you hate me here, but all I'm doing is just reporting what the price action's doing. That's it, dude. Let's see here. Whoa, what's going on? I'm getting blinking lights. What's up, Rabbit? Thanks, dude. Alright, block goes next on the list. Block connect. What a loser, dude. This is like a massive loser. Someone's gonna be like, dude, look, man, it's a big harmonic pattern. It's an M shape that fell below the 886, made like a 91%, 92% retrace. Yeah, I mean, there really is bullish divergence here on this lowest low since October 10th of last year. Wow, that was a crazy bubble. God, there's this like thing, a homeless person playing on trash cans outside down the street. Really distracting. So besides it being at a deep retrace there where someone might perceive value, there, and the divergence on the RSI, there's nothing else. That's it. There's not like any accumulation. It made the lowest low. It's not making higher highs. It's just not a very good argument. But yes, of course, congratulations on the big M at near that PCZ area. That's cool, and it could reverse here, but you're settling if you're buying this asset, because you could own block or you could go to freaking sand. And sand is like, even it's a good argument. It's like, hey man, sand. Sand like is trying to bottom out. It's created the bullish shark pattern. Technically bullish divergence on the daily and starting to show positive momentum now. Above the 200-day moving average, engulfing candle 2 days ago is a massive falling wedge pattern, and when it breaks out, it could go nuts. Block is trash because it's always relative to comparative assets. Maybe the same type of industry, which is going to be Block is metaverse. This is a metaverse. Mana is metaverse. So Block's trash, not just, you know, compared to everything in crypto, but also the competition or whatever you want to say. This is a great look right here on Sand, actually. So this might be, if someone's like, I want exposure to a speculative industry or whatever you want to call it, metaverse, Sand's a great look right here. Could be bottoming out. One bottom, second bottom, and the second bottom just happens to be, 1 and 2 bottoms happen to be a nice shark pattern. It's like trying to bottom out here. So why own Block ever when one could just own Sand or Mana? One would if they were, you know, looking at performance. God dang, dude. Like, chat just dies when Bitcoin doesn't pump. But Bitcoin's down $1 or down a percent. Everything's dead now. Good Lord. Hold on, just got all kinds of just bull crap going on outside. It's just obnoxious, trying to spare you the auditory diarrhea. All right, we have a new day. Daily candle close on Bitcoin and crypto. We did it. Wow. And it was a great day. Great candle. I love candles like that. This is Naka. We'll come back to Nakamoto.games, which is, I mean, you could imagine. I'm gonna let your mind explore what you think I'm gonna say about this. You know. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. Right, love that candle. That's like indecision candle. Like the people who bought still own it. Everything's good. We pull back a little bit, then we engulf it and we run to the 200 moving average, see 49,165. Okay, and you're great right here. That was such a nothing burger candle. Love it. And then we go to Ethereum's daily close. How did it look? Kind of another nothing burger. I like nothing burger candles. Now I'd like to see us break 3K. Again, Bitcoin I think is just better looking than Ethereum. Because if Ethereum was performing just equally as well as Bitcoin right now, Ethereum would be testing 3240 to 3300. That's exactly where Ethereum would be if it was pinpoint perfect performance percentage to Bitcoin. So underperforming for now, but hey, when Bitcoin rallies, this thing's going to rally too. And I think if Bitcoin breaks its resistance at 44,444, repeating, of course, Ethereum's going to be running up to test its own highs, right? 3,200 plus. So good stuff for now. Not bad, man. XRP, meh, not really. I mean, I think Bitcoin and Ethereum had better candles today than XRP on the close, but this is so good looking. I mean, the stage is set for higher prices on XRP. If you are surprised in, you know, a few weeks when XRP is hitting $1 or above, don't be saying that It wasn't setting up for that. It is setting up for that. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but it's set up for higher prices right now. Everything's happened here except the massive impulse that makes people come back to the stream and watch and hype. Okay, so XRP and then, Binance, sorry, I forgot. Whoops. Binance, great. We now have a confirmed breakout and back test. It's weird. It's like it didn't break out, but then it opened and just broke out. Indecision candle. Things look spectacular on BNB right now. I mean, you could always come and back test 391, test the supply line as a demand line for real, and it's fine. Like, everything's good as long as this asset just eventually makes a higher low somewhere than 360. Then it'll just be higher lows. It's just really good right now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB and XRP all looking good. They're all harmonics. Those harmonics have all been in development for over 200 days. Those harmonics are all showing confirmation lows, and there's divergence of some sort on all of them on the oscillators on the daily, and the 3-day looks spectacular too. So, nothing's certain, but here's your hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day. And the positive momentum's just begun to build. Bullish pin bar confirmed. And just, it's a, you know, 1 day of the 3 just ended for the 3-day. And, you know, you're just, once you break 429, boom, $500. So fast. So fast. I mean, it really is like good times. They're just not euphoric yet because the crazy move up hasn't happened. But we're right there. We're like right on the cusp of the crazy move up for everything. I mean, talking, yeah, 15% yesterday was good, but dude, it's not. It's bigger than that. You know, it's much more significant than just 15% move. The 15% move broke you back above critical areas, and right before that was the second low. And God, the 203-day moving average is ungodly nice too, as support twice. It's just, yeah, you'll see. The ones here that are taking heed of this, I think it's gonna play out real well for all of us.
Smash the likes.
Thank you, Leo, for the Canadian super chat, man, and the like advocacy. Thank you, dude. How many likes we got today? 358. Yeah. Go figure. Okay. So let's get back to a few of these requests, and then I'll just leave y'all to it, man. So let's go back to that Naka Moto discount double check scrub coin. I mean, what do you think? I mean, sure, it's trying to confirm a bottom here. Maybe one bottom, two bottoms. It engulfed and it rallied, and it's just I mean, sure, dude. Low risk. I mean, when you look at things like this, I guess gotta ask what's going through your mind. I mean, like, I just spent this whole stream just about.
Could you look at Hood when you get a chance? Down 88% from Earth, showing classic divergence on daily with a double bottom. Looks interesting to me.
We'll do it. Thank you, JC. We'll look at it. Thanks, man. Yeah, I just say, like, it's been all the stream and these past few streams since that impulse candle to let you know that, like, Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB and XRP are all prime for higher prices. There's a lot of other ones too. God, there's a lot. And then you literally, like, request this, and it's like, why? Why would you request this? Why would you even want to put your money in this when you could put it in one of the other larger market cap coins, where your bids and your asks are going to get filled most likely because they're higher liquidity? Dude, who knows, man? like how illiquid this, I mean, how 24,000 volume it says. Dude, it's just, why? That's like, you know, right now, you know, you're at a, I don't know, dude, it's back in the 90s before dating apps, and you're at a bar, and there are all these tins, these hot women, and they like you. And then there's this, like, really, really obese girl, you know, and she's ugly, and you're like, I think I'll hit on her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a shot with this girl and see how it goes, you know? But then all these other hot girls are like really showing you interest. Like they're showing buying signals that they want to hang out or talk to you, and then you're just like, nah, I wanna go with Naka coin, Nakamoto.games to tether. Anyway, that's okay. Yeah, 98%, 99% retrace. Congratulations. I don't care if it pumps. Guess what? Do you think it's gonna pump because Nakamoto Games is worth a crap? No, it's gonna pump because Bitcoin does. Maybe because the bigger market cap coins do.
Smash the like people.
What's up, dude? Thanks. All right, DWAC, Digital World. Digital World's hitting its highest price today since October 25th, man. Up 0.05%. Dang, dude. Sick gains, man. Here it is, skating along, right? We're thinking, yes, in the uptrend, holding. All the divergence, still like just failing, but it's, I mean, I think, like, you know, it just keeps skating along like this long enough. It could be going to 119, yeah, to 120, and then after that 170. Structurally, I still think it might be kind of like you're kind of wedging here. So upsloping price contraction, that is forms of consolidation that can break upward or downward. So you could just look, I mean, right, measure the size of it, and then from the breakout on both sides, if you wanted targets, like if it broke upwards and or if it broke downwards, right? I would think like if it broke down, it would probably, your target would be like the demand line of this channel. But if it broke upwards, your target's literally 134. Doesn't make much sense, 134, because there's nothing here. Therefore, it could just keep going to 170. It just depends. It's trying to, what I think's kind of what we could think is like from that wick high to the lowest low. Just think about like it almost like an X, an A, a B, and a C, and you're maybe C to D. So 141 to 154 are going to be your deep retraces from that wick high, that listing high. So that could still be in store. It's just up and down for a while, right? But it's slowly grinding upward. Can you not tip me XRP or Link like old times? You can, but the problem is the developer, of course, like everything, and that's like, what are you gonna do? The developer of OneUpCoin sold it to somebody and they monetized, and so now you have to like pay a monthly fee if you want to tip exotic cryptos on OneUpCoin. But if you're not if you don't pay, you can tip me in Litecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. I'm not sure any other ones. Yeah, they just what they do, man. I still have XRP tip bot, and I haven't sold any of my XRP in my XRP tip bot. You know, like about 10%. I don't even remember what that was. Okay, that was DWSC. Then we go to Dot. That well, I mean, it's like trying to bottom out, but look where it is. Critical resistance. You failed to break it. You couldn't break it, man. So you could draw down. There's bearish divergence on the 4-hour, like Ethereum, right? I mean, seriously, it's the impending price action reversal is implied on the 4-hour, like Ethereum. Undeniable, a high, then a higher high. The higher high is testing an inflection point with buyer exhaustion. So there could be a downside here, and it wouldn't be that crazy. I mean, if it pulls back here, you just can't be like, oh, we didn't see this coming. But it was implied on the 4-hour that it was going to reverse here. But it may underperform. Hopefully it just underperforms and doesn't get too bad. But yeah, it's not where you want to be showing some buyer exhaustion at a 200 moving average and failing to break it, and failing to break the critical peak back from January 2021 that's been regarded as resistance before. But it's cool though, you know, like things are on the up and up. It tests it and fails, and then rallies and breaks it again, and it even back tests it as support before going higher. So yeah, you fail. It's a very real resistance. Okay, so you just pray for Bitcoin. The good news is like the Ethereum and Dot here are showing that 4-hour buyer exhaustion. Bitcoin literally isn't. It's not, but okay. It's almost like the same type of like little wedge pattern that Ethereum's showing. Just locally, I mean, you know, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like consolidating, nearing that demand line, close to breaking it. You haven't broken it yet, and the bearish divergence really hasn't played out yet. It's just beginning to, though. That positive or that negative momentum just keeps building while it plays out. So yeah, maybe a short-term pullback here on Dot based on that alone. Okay, Dots. And then was there something you said in it? But you said Class B bullish or Class A divergence on the MACD on the daily. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, daily's okay. I mean, daily's like, you know, is it really that big a deal? I don't know. I don't think so, really. Like 4-hour bearish divergence, but you broke a supply line, right? That was so good, you know, such strong seller exhaustion implied here on a much more significant time scale above $15. You're just at a level that you got to break, and if you break it, you know what? You're probably going to 26.50 to 27.50. You just haven't yet. Just like Bitcoin needs to break 44,444, hasn't yet. So everything's just like right there. You know, they're all these resistances that are very important, but they just haven't broken them yet. And it's kind of interesting, right? You look at Hex, and it's like Hex is inverse. Hex is like, it's that critical support. Momentum's bad. Things aren't looking good on it. And these are all like, these are looking good for reversal, major reversal. They just haven't broke resistance. Hex hasn't broke support yet, but it's very close. Just like these are very close to breakouts. Okay, so the supply line's broken. You've actually back tested. Look, you broke it on the 28th. You back tested it 2 days in a row, and still nothing yet. That's okay. Just testing. Maybe you test 1824 next. You need to hold here. You need to hold 1824. That's probably a big deal. And well, I know it is. Look how you tried to hold it here. You break this. I think there's a real good chance you see 2650. But remember, it's not as good as Bitcoin. It's not as good as Ethereum. Heck, it's not as good as BNB, nor is it as good as XRP. Why? Because all those coins are making higher lows. This one made a lower low. That's underperformance. That means like when Bitcoin was selling off and made a higher low, where there were forms of accumulation, Dot did not do that. There were less market participants that owned the asset February 24th than they did January 25th. That's the inverse of what happened on Bitcoin, where it made its lowest low January 24th and made the higher low February 24th. So underperformer so far. All right, next one was the Hood, Robinhood. Oh my God, dude! I haven't been here in a while, but it hit the 1414 fib extension. Terrible. This is like looking at Nakamoto coin, or it's worse actually. This is like looking at some other scrub coin that is requested sometimes, right? Run of the mill. I mean, dude, this is so bad. There's just nothing about this is really like sticks out as amazing, even though it's just drawn down so much and it's at a 1414. What's up, Hoochai Ray, man? Oh, dude. It's Leroy Jenkins.
Who not like button. 842 watching, only 422 likes. SMH 0.03153743 ETH.
You heard him. Don't do it for me. Do it for Hoochai Ray. Thanks, man. 92.67 of Ethereum. Thank you, man, for the DCA. It's just a dollar cost average for me. Cheers. So what was the description of this? Look at Hood when you get 886 from all-time highs. What? Down 886. From all, this was all-time highs, $85. Oh, I guess probably if you just use the tool, maybe that's true. Yeah, you get high. Down 886, you're right. Yep. Classic divergence of the daily, double bottom, by the way. Pathetic. I mean, maybe. Nice performance so far. Yeah, bullish engulfing candle still valid. Maybe the 3-day could tell us a little more. No, I mean, piercing line confirmed on the 3-day. I mean, maybe it is, dude. You're in inverse price discovery. I mean, you're literally in price discovery, but it's not the price discovery you're looking for. Yeah, if you want to take a shot, by all means, at a 1414, a piercing line on the 3-day, engulfing on the daily with, what could be perceived as divergence. There certainly is some divergence going on here. Yeah, but what happens when, like, just tomorrow it rolls over and makes the lowest low ever again? I'm just going to have an alert set up at 996. And it's just bad, man. I would just, like, look, if you're looking for longs, I'm just looking for assets that are well established in their fundamentals where they make billions of dollars, undeniably. They're market leaders. They make only higher highs, higher lows. That's all they do is win, right? Not Robinhood. Imagine putting money in Robinhood when you could just put it in Nvidia that is showing a type 2 return on a textbook bullish bat with bullish divergence. Everything you think you saw on Robinhood, guess what's got more? Nvidia. Yeah. Dude, I can get so many more Robinhood shares than Nvidia, dude. Please don't think like that. Look how you're above the 200-day moving average again. Close above it once more. Bullish Harami, really, pretty much today. It's time. Everything's happened, just like on XRP, just like on Bitcoin, just like on really maybe even Amazon. Everything's happened except the impulse. Right? After all this stuff develops, the next thing that occurs is, wow, moon. It really went. It broke out. It went much higher. Holy crap. So this was not a request. What a winner. All it does is win. You know what it looks like? It's like Luna. This is like Luna's chart, chat. It's like identical. Okay, look at this chart, right? Look at Nvidia. All it does, right? Hold support.
I get money on the 4th and want to join the Discord. Sorry, I don't have much money and want to learn and don't want to freeload. I try to help if I can.
So Leo, man, well, if you don't have much money, man, don't worry about it. Just watch for free. I appreciate it. You know, all the money you have, though, I would think it would be in your best interest to use any free money you have to invest in yourself any way you can. But the good news is, you literally can, if you work hard enough, you can invest in yourself, and it doesn't cost you much. There's so much information everywhere. Yeah. But you know, it's an honor to be able to be the one that you watch and maybe gain some information and education from. So, you know, because you could be watching anything, you could be reading anything. You're here, so that's cool. I appreciate it. So burn this image in your mind real quick, okay? Nvidia's chart, and then it's the same effing picture, except Nvidia hasn't mooned yet. Same effing picture before, right? This is after. Before, you know, or before type 2, and then after. Yikes. Or inverse yikes. Amazing. Yeah, trading in the zones on YouTube, you know. And that was technically the last request. So, don't worry. I mean, like, if the TAs respected, chat, the people that are watching, you know, and lurking, if the TAs respected, the hype's coming, dude. The hype's here. It will be here. And you're going to be like, oh my God, dude, you remember March 2nd? We had this frank discussion on things. And then it's like March 30th by then. And then it's like, oh my God, Bitcoin's over $50,000. I can't believe it. Why can you not believe it? What about it? What about the chart right now can make you not believe that Bitcoin couldn't go to $50,000+ next? It's all about the technical argument. The technical argument right now is with that impulse candle on the 28th. That's telling for way more upside. Don't worry, dude. Trying to finish this coffee up, I guess. Yeah, I've only been live for an hour 20. Okay. Well, I think we've made, you know, we went across the market, so I served my purpose of just updating you, right? And Bitcoin moon soon because of confirmation at deep retrace areas, value perceived areas. Yeah, and I know, like, hey, it's not a formal shark because it didn't go deep enough right here on B2C, or it's like formally A to B on a shark. Yeah, it didn't go deep enough, but it doesn't matter. Like, it really, in this situation, I don't know how it really matters that much. It is an informal M shape with a type 2 return with tons of edge. So we won't call it a shark. Fine, I'll change the color because sharks are always this color. If you are paying attention, we'll just make it, I don't know. What color do I never use? I don't know, man. We don't have that many colors.
Headed to Orange Beach to see fish in May. Buy you a beer if you're there. Can you please look at Atom?
What's up, Ben? Thanks for the 3333 repeating, of course. Thank you, man. Yeah, well, look. I don't know. What would an informal harmonic look like? Maybe just like almost invisible because it's a ghost or something. I don't know, dude. And white's too contrasting, or too close to all my horizontal lines, so I don't know, man. I don't want to fool people. I'll just go like that. I don't care. Like, yeah, okay. What should have been the B point? B points don't really matter. B points don't really matter on sharks as much as the B to D here, but it's actually, again, A to B. Because it's on sharks, 0, X, A, B, C is the PCZ of the shark. And then D is the 50% retrace of the of that shark that takes you to 50% retrace. So I get it. I know Scott doesn't like it because of that. But to me, you stick an M shape wave structure that develops over 200 plus days in my face, and you put a type 2 return above the 203-day moving average, and there's an edge on the daily, and you're above critical inflection points, I like it. So oh yeah, Adam. Yeah, Adam was crazy, right? And do some nice stuff. Yeah, Adam's. Yep. Oh, Adam. Adam was great. Hold on. Sorry, on the 4 hour. Adam, dude. This was Adam. It was the classic M shape. Bullish bat, pretty much. Close enough. Divergence at near the pattern completion zone. Kind of type 2. You know, nice little fake out before the big rally. But I really love the asset. We were here. We looked at this you know, the 28th, where it broke out and then back tested not just the falling wedge supply line as a demand line, but also horizontal line support resistance that goes all the way back to February 15th, the first time in human history that Adam hit 2633. Boom. It was set in stone that there would always be correlation to that level. And guess what? Lo and behold, there has been. And just recently, it tested it as support. You sprung, you back tested your spring, and you rallied. And look what kind of upside percentage you got after the successful back test. The asset appreciated in value in about 1 day, 25% off the successful spring back test. And is now sold off, and too much demand to push the price to even go test 28.55. So far, really good. I mean, you know, held and rallied, and I mean, it's all about, can you break $33? Because that's critical. Break $33, I think you probably go to $43. Yep, there's very little price action above 33 that's not straight up, straight down. I mean, there were a couple times though that, so let's say if you break 33, easy target of $39, $38.90 to $39. Okay, and then but really besides two highs, the other rest of them were always straight up to $43. So actually spectacular, you know, and it's in that league with Bitcoin. My God, it's better than Bitcoin actually. The fact that this asset from its July lows, June lows, only lost about 61% of its value. Just remember, the same, if this was the Bitcoin chart, this asset would be bottoming out around $12. It would still be around 1661 off that low. So massively outperforming Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB. Yeah. See, there are a handful of those that are outperforming the macro, but the majority of them are underperforming the macro. Or I'll say the macro, those big four together. Right? So good stuff. Adam could be going all-time highs again if this keeps up. You made a higher low pivot. Again, you keep doing it. Was that it? Last request? Yes, it was last request. Thanks, Ben, for the invite to the fish. Well, I'm going to see, I'm going to try to go see Widespread Panic in May in Huntsville, man. So we got fish, going to be at Orange Beach, Alabama, and then Widespread, Huntsville, Alabama in the same month. That's pretty freaking cool, man. 12 more likes, 500. Might as well be 1,000 likes.
Did you frame up the WSP print? Thanks for the Adam
I did.
analysis.
It's literally in my room. Ben, what's your Discord? What's your PM me or don't PM me, but ping me. Ping me in the general chat in the Discord. Like now.
Hey Mitch, can we look at SUTA/USDT? Looking at nice low risk areas where it likes to catch reaction, thanks.
Yeah, right out. We'll look at Suitor coin. We'll look at Suitor coin. We'll see if he can ping me immediately. I don't know. I'm timing you. Maybe he's not. Yeah, air raids everywhere, dude. I guess you don't have to. I'm just gonna go take a picture real quick and put it in the general as my proof. Whatever. You bought it from me, right? I mean, you were the one that got it to me, and I really appreciate it because that concert was amazing, and I was there, and it was good.
Not in Discord.
You're not in Discord? All right. Well, just hold on then, okay? I'm just gonna. One sec. All I can do is kind of. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the Discord so I can show it on stream. Yeah, it's kind of not lit well, but here you go, dudes. Ben, There it is, framed and on my wall, man, in my room. Thank you, dude. Okay, Suitor. You should get in the Discord, though. Everyone should be in the Discord, like, for real. Like, I don't use Discord. Well, it's really good. I mean, it's really good for information, and it's exactly where, I mean, you know, the stream's only a couple hours, but this conversation continues on the Discord. And I'm like in it too. Like, I'll be talking and posting charts and hanging out, shooting the S in general chat and Patreon chat, you know, after streams all the time. So it's just, why not be in that community? Oh man, I'm talking about just almost could feel it, you know, that coming to this crap, it's like, wow, what a loser, man. Right, you notice we just looked at Adam. Adam only lost 61% of its value from that low in July to its high. This thing has lost 99.5% of its value. It's below the 200 moving average. Its most recent discernible events, a lower low.
I actually helped print it. Glad it's hanging with pride.
Oh, yeah, dude. Thank you, Ben.
Is that a joint?
It is. I love it, man. Thank you. It was a very, very meaningful gift. I don't have a PO box anymore. But yeah, I would say that's definitely one of the most meaningful gifts I've ever received. Another one was the 1960s, 1970s board game called Stock Market. You know, it's really old and very fragile, but I have that on display out in my upstairs foyer. So thanks to that person too. So it's been a while since I got it. So I'll just say, like, congrats on, yes, you're as low as you can go. You're at, this is it, man. This is the worst, but it could be the low risk area. But is there any kind of structural development? Looks really good. 4 hour, no. Daily, there's really nice divergence. Wow. There's triple MACD bullish divergence on, on the histogram here. Like right here. It's like, so you're at a critical support. You're back at your lowest prices you've seen since July last year. Buyers are kind of implying they're exhausted. Your RSI is not that good. It's just bearish convergence. So it's like cool that it's at this low risk area. It really is, because historically all it's ever done is rallied. But dang, man, what a trash performer compared to the bigger coins, right? Like, we've just been going over that. It's just not great. But yeah, I mean, is there any confirmation the bottom's in? No. Locally, no. It's just one low. You reacted and you've done terribly. You haven't done anything. So, I mean, you can take your chance if you want to. Down here at these levels, stop loss below 1.9 cents. And then that's, but yeah, it's like not even double bottom. It's just one low on the daily here. So we'll see what happens, Retta. Thank you. Just going back to Bitcoin, that again is solid. Had such a good daily candle. I love it. I love candles like that. Just nothing happened and it was red. Perfect. So it's time to engulf and time to moon soon. All right. If the TA is respected, moon soon for sure. I mean, like, you confirmed the bottom, and it was really kind of scary until we finally, there was some sort of like candle that made a statement to confirm our potential assumptions of what was going on a second bottom, right? So yeah, dude, you just, and again, it must be reiterated, the speed in which Bitcoin rallies when it does confirm a bottom. You cannot sleep on this market when Bitcoin finds a bottom. Remember, January 27th, the bottom got confirmed. No one really knew yet, but we engulfed and things looked good off that support. And then, you know, within a matter of 24 days, Bitcoin appreciated in value 93 to 94%. Whoa, that was fast, man. Real fast. And then all of a sudden, you know, you bottomed out and you engulfed off of the inflection point in July. My God, within 47 days, up 67%. September going into October, first day of October, when you found your bottom, Within a matter of 20 days, you were up 62%. Chat, if this is the bottom, it's going to be fast. It's going to be just as fast as it was before, where you're going to be up 60% in 20 days, and there's going to be hype, and people are going to be freaking out, losing their minds. There are going to be people that have never been in this community. They're going to be here, and they're going to be asking, should I buy now? It's at 58K, and it's like, you're unreal. I can't even believe you would even ask me that. I'm seriously like triggered. You're asking, should I buy now at 58K, when we're just down here, and we're talking about the entire argument of why the bottom's in.
Can you take a look at Sol/USDT? Thanks.
So redacted. Sure. We'll do that. Oh, not Sol, but Sol. Oh, God. Oh, boy. What a channel, man. Beautiful. Yeah, I love how we're just getting inching closer to that real breakout of this downtrend. I like it. I know you've already broke the supply line. I mean, you could almost look, someone could even be like, it's a wedge, man. You know, you had like this, and you're already out. You did break that type of supply line. I agree. Like, and look, it was respected very well, but now you're out again. So this is just way more conservative. This is just a conservative take on total. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just anchoring 1 and 2 on the bottom and just 1 on the top. I think it's safe. But we, again, 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. We've confirmed the bottom, and we're above critical support. So everything's great right now. So we really do like totals. We do. Does Litecoin tip take time to reach me? Nah, it should be quicker than Ethereum. Quick as Ethereum.
$23.49.
There it is.
/US coin, please. Went all in.
It was 2 minutes.
Shall I sleep tight or stay on my toes? Is it looking good for swing trades? 0.2115570 LTC.
What's up, Slava Ukraine? Thank you, dude. For the 23.49. I hope if you are really that, prayers, deep prayers for y'all. Holy crap. All right, next. The request was SOUL, not SOL. Phantasma. Oh my God, dude. Just. Yeah, sure. Lots of divergence here. Lots of divergence. Looks like it's in the midst of that correction. I don't really. Where is it bottoming? It's not even bottoming anywhere. It's just in the middle of nowhere. It's below the 200-day moving average. Yeah, it was a nice run though. It was really good. I love the M shape, the demand line. It ran up one more time, attempted to rally and dumped. And does it stick out to me as anything special? Nah. It's below support. Support is like 150. You've just recently back tested 150 as resistance. Yeah, this absolutely. This is some very formal bullish divergence on the daily. But the follow through price action right now has been trash. It's been awful. Massive underperformer to Bitcoin. But I mean, in actuality, it's way better. I mean, like, you know, July, it was at 14 cents. It's still at $1.33, but you know, it's almost like an M, an X, A, B, C, D, and D is much lower. So I get that there's divergence, meaning there's a potential reversal coming to the upside, but I hate this asset below all formal resistance supports, really, right? I mean, if you get above 150, maybe set up an alert, and things are probably better then. Things could be good. But until then, I'd be really careful on this one. And why put your money in SOUL when we have to ask all these questions when the macro, the big four, are all showing a very strong argument for a bullish reversal of the upside? A major one, not just a Rudy Poo one, like a major wave up. Why even care about SOUL? You wouldn't. You shouldn't. One would just be, I mean, there's just too many questions. When you have to ask questions, the argument's not very good.
Is there any hope for SNDL based on TA? TH checks much.
Sundial,
Let's go, Brandon.
So, Vinny, thank you, dude. Yeah, I can't. It's really tough to be bullish on this when it's below a support and the 200 moving average. And it's just had bad, it's just weak price action. underperforming the macro locally and lately. But yeah, congrats on your divergence. That's all you got going for you, dude. One variable. It's like an invalid. You have no harmonic argument locally either. It invalidated any kind of argument. If anything, it would be like a crab pattern, and you don't want to know what the crab pattern is. And I don't want to make you feel bad, but yep, that's a crab. I mean, that's a potential crab. 1618 takes you down to like 50 cents. What is 50 cents? Let's go from your lowest low ever to your highest high ever. And what is that? Well, 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 the 1618 is confluent with the 886. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't touch it till maybe there. Oh, it kind of reminds me of SOL a little bit, you know. Oh, goodness. Actually looks pretty good here. Oh, that harmonic was pretty good. It's been a while.
Naka USDT/Qcoin, please, BRO.
Yeah, I thought we had a discussion on Naka coin, but yeah, we'll look at it again if you want, sure. This is a nice harmonic at a pattern completion zone by the looks of it. And it's a little deep, you know, 66. You're starting to get that cut off, but my God, dude, I love it, man. This is pretty freaking good here, okay? Now, this one looks like Bitcoin. This one looks like Ethereum and XRP and BNB. This is, yeah, so this is good. And on the second low, you got Class B bullish divergence on both oscillators. Great. This is the great combination of variables that could take you to the promised land. All right, bullish engulfing candle. Very nice. So where's the formal support here? I mean, there's not much. Just not much, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess I was looking at the 4 hour when I plotted that horizontal line. But look at this candle high close. The initial one from August 31st. Look how you are confirming what was once the high as support. Not once, but twice. So there you go. So if the TA is respected on this asset on Qrdo, moon soon. Moon soon. Yep. The stage is set, literally doing everything you could ask for. Everything you want to happen on an asset, it's doing it at least on the daily time scale. It's an M shape with a type 2 return with seller exhaustion, and the type 2, type 1 are both happening actually at an inflection point from history, the short history on this chart. That's almost, it's like technically impeccable right now. The only thing you can ask for is like something, some edge on the weekly, or something, and then, you know, more so on the 4 hour or 3 day, but this is such, doesn't have, I mean, it doesn't have that much data, so going to the weekly is not going to probably be helpful to you here, but it's a nice one on Qrdo. Yep, it's got all the makings of a velocity athlete, like we say around here. Beautiful. Oh, you went all in, dude. Ugh. Dude, come on, man. That's hey, you can respect the TA, but if you're going all in, you're still not doing it right. The TA is meaningless if you don't also practice proper position sizing, right? Because like if you go all in on this, like you said, and I'm sure you might have been hopefully joking, if you go all in, what happens if it fails? You're screwed. You are screwed, dude. These things don't always play out. And if they do, they sometimes underperform and never hit targets and they roll over. So I'm just saying, man, we're living in a world of probabilities, not certainties. And even if something is so perfect and it has everything we could ever ask for out of that like cake baking formula, it can still fail. And they do fail still. So proper position sizing, you gotta have it, man. You can't just, you want to be trading the same amount from the last trade as you're trading this time. This trade, last trade, trade after. Consistency there. But great stuff, man. On the technicals. All right, we're back to 44K chat. Oh my God. Sundial growers.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, and it's also a spring back test of spring in development Wow. This could be the bottom right here. I mean, this is it. You know, you have to catch follow through. You have to catch follow through here. But this is, dude, you can talk about bottoming out here. Think about where all this is happening, okay? It's not just the fact that you're doing all these great things. It's also the fact if you Fibonacci'd from your lowest low ever to that psycho high, where is all this developing? Where is the spring back test of spring happening? It's happening around an 88 to 92% retrace. So values, deep value perceived areas, you're back testing a range that goes back to April, ironically, April of 2020.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, so pretty low risk here for long, you know. You could literally try to trade the back test of spring and have a really tight stop. I mean, you could just have a stop at like 45 cents, 44 cents, and that's really, really tight, super tight. But what you're doing, your whole strategic reason for entering now and having a stop where it is so tight to protect yourself from big losses if it does fall there, is that low is not a joke, right? April 3rd, 2020, it's multiple times. Look at this, it's not a joke, it's very real. So you've sprung and you back tested it successfully. Upside potential is very high. Upside potential, historical price action, when it holds that level, goes straight up to 104 plus. Right, you back test, you holds, eventually 104. Could happen again. Yep. Very, very good. Sundial. And what does that mean? You got to wonder, when is the Brandon administration, when are they going to legalize weed? Probably in a week, and it's going to play out because of that or something stupid, right? Wow. I'm going to point an arrow. Just a kind of you know, that's what the S&P 500 did too. Back test of spring. Beautiful. Cannabis on the rise. Yeah, dude. Falling wedge? Is it a falling wedge? I mean, it doesn't matter. Not really. I mean, it's too powerful right now. Like, you don't even need anything else because of what it's doing. I'm telling you, it's so good. But yeah, you're like, is it a wedge? I don't know. Too much white space. How do you even? You can't anchor. Like, is that it? I don't. I think there's a supply line there, and you're so close. You break that, you jump across the creek, you moon to 104 easy. Yeah, we looked at it. It's gone insane. It's gone nuclear, right? Thank you, Russia, I guess. North American or Nordic American something truckers, tankers. My God, it's all the above. Yeah, they killed it. After you fell below support, you rallied like crazy. Okay, next request was Naka again. He wants Naka again. Okay, so we're back. Sir Captain Sticks, we're back. And it's the same thing I said before, because someone requested, either you requested or someone else requested it earlier. Let me make sure this isn't a duplication. What's going on? No, it's the authority tipped the first time, you tipped the second. Dude, it's at a 99% retrace with maybe an edge. But again, why put your hard-earned money into this asset when there are so many better assets that exist right now that are, and I'm saying better looking assets, not fundamentals, not my feelings and the project, which all this is a project that doesn't do anything. Why put your money in this when literally the macro is bottoming out with confirmation, strong confirmation on significant time scales? Why? Because it's only 51 cents, dude. I'm saying, I bet if someone puts their money in Nvidia over Naka, they'll have a better time. And they'll sleep better, everything will be better in their life. That's it. It's like, yeah, it could bottom out here. It's really not showing much. It's just, yeah, it lost all its value. It was a pump and dump. And if it reverses here, do you think it's because Nakamoto Games is worth two craps or is special in any way? No, it's because Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, XRP all rallied because they were implying they were going to rally. That's the only reason why this thing is going to go up. That's it. And it will probably underperform anyway over the long term. No thanks, dude. Trash. This, Jasmine, all these coins that look like they're all just losers. Trash, dude. Good luck. Yeah. Put money in so whoever came up with this scam can dump on your head and make you lose more money or whatever. I don't know. I can't even believe 2 people have requested this today. I must be in their Telegram group or something. I don't know. Okay, so Nat was next. Yeah, Nat. Nordic American. Yeah, so it hit the 200-day moving average. It hit an inflection point that goes back to 2018. And just consolidating. Could very well fill a gap at 193, but there's also another one at 170. But that is, you know, Nat on the one candle that broke you back above a critical support is the highest volume you've seen really since like April of 2020. It's COVID crash. And you just made your lowest low literally ever of all time. And you had a very massive pump, and you have not made a higher high yet. I still, like, it's cool. It's really cool that it pumped like that. But buying into that, what's the point of buying into this? Like, maybe if it fills gaps and comes to back test the spring of 184, 166 that it broke, that is where it's actionable. If this asset ever gives us the opportunity of, you know, whatever, it chops around, but if it ever gets back down to 188 or whatever and starts doing something like that, that is the actionable long, not now. You gotta wait. It's kind of stupid to buy now. Like, what? There's no strategy in buying now. It's just aping into an asset that's already appreciated in value in like 3 days, 50 to 70%. This, what? No strategy. So one would want to wait for gap fills and back tests of springs from history, and then it might be a really good idea. But I don't care if it keeps going up. It's just, there's no strategy involved. There you go. There's your Nat. Sean coming in from Iran. What's up? Good to see you. We're around the world here. Crypto's global. I mean, the markets are global, so. Global community. Dead chat, though. All right. We'll go back to Bitcoin, and, you know, I'm telling you, just give it like a week. We'll be mooned, and there will be like 2,000 people watching, and people will be like freaking out, and there'll be, you know, maybe not the Hey song because that's reserved, but we'll have some sort of hype songs going on once we start impulsing up again, which looks like soon. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Join the Discord, join the Patreon. Second day of the month, second best day to join the Patreon, where you get trade setups, education, out the yin yang, man, like, and just access to the premium Discord chat where there's charts, all kinds of stuff. I mean, charts only. I'm scanning charts, spamming, oftentimes posting tons of charts, and that are extremely educational for you to just kind of get what you're applying the education, and you're looking at the charts that I'm posting. It's like, all these things. So you're growing in the Patreon if you invest in yourself. So anyway, I'll be back. Until next time, respect the T. Hey.